Hey y'all, good afternoon. Not gonna be here long at all. You see, I ain't got the music playing. I was just watching Tracy, and then this came across my screen, so I need to jump on here and say this because this morning I didn't really want to talk about too much of the news. But anyway, let me get right to it. Hey, Chocolate Bake, Sammy D, just because, girl, the autopsy, the autopsy is in. Okay, it turns out that George died from asphyxiation from sustained pressure from his neck and his back. And I'm going to read this. An independent autopsy found that George Floyd's death was in homicide and the unarmed black man died of asphyxiation from sustained pressure. The autopsy says compression to Floyd's neck and back led to a lack of blood flow to his brain. Floyd was essentially dead on the scene in Minneapolis on May 25th. Said Ben Crump, attorney for Floyd family. Multiple videos of Floyd's death show former police officer Derek Chauvin knee on Floyd's neck, along with other officers kneeling on his back. Girl, I didn't know, y'all, that the other officers were also kneeling on his back. See, we didn't see those views. We only saw the view when this guy was on his neck. So turns out other officers was kneeling him too in the back. So he's getting it in the back and the neck. So now I'm really understanding why they didn't want the Indian guy and nobody else in the area to pull their videos to show the public. Those other three police officers, they need to be right there, picking their butts up to arrest them too. Now, all three of those men was sitting on him like that, y'all. Come on now. I mean, this just made me mad. And that's why this morning I didn't want to think about it. You know, everybody talking about it, but I knew eventually I meant to say something. The more I watch it, I mean, come on, it's just a sad situation. And I don't even know the man, but it hurts me too. Just like it's hurting his family, anybody else around the world to see that some of our people, our black brother, we didn't treat it like that. That's a darn tootin' shame. Did anybody in this chat just said, did y'all know that those other three police officers were also near him, had their knees in his back at the same time that this guy had the knee in his neck? See, and when I saw yesterday, I think it was Kay Summers, I think it was her showing that they was pulling him out the car. I said this morning, was he in the car first? They pulled him back out to beat him? Did they throw him and beat him, throw him in the car, pull him out the car again and start kneeling? This is just crazy. Wow. What did you say, Sammy? That white race soldier and his crew clearly murdered Floyd. Those MS are just, yes. I did not know till right now that I'm reading this that the other officers, because they didn't show that view, was sitting in his back with their knees. So they came first, they was trying to say last week that there were contributing factors to his death. I knew there was a bunch of bull anyway. And even if there were contributing things to it, well, you still killed him. The fact that you contribute to that part of it at all, you still killed him, because somebody was telling me this was other things. And I was saying, I don't care, but 50 other things really, it don't matter how many other things it was. The fact is, you combine that with what was going on, that's what killed him. That's just the way I feel about it. Now it's coming out that it was more officers doing it. Yeah, there's a picture showing it. Oh my God, Bashful. Wow. Oh my God, this is, oh Lord, I wish they can just put them guys out there, line them up. They need to be lined up in front of the firing range, because that don't make no sense, y'all. That don't make no sense at all. Hey, prayed up. That don't make no sense at all. I'm gonna have to look at that picture. Where you see them pictures at Bachelor B? Because I saw, like I say, I saw that on Kay Summers thing when he was in the car. And I was trying to figure out if he was once in a car and they put him out just to beat the hell out of him, just to kill him. And then he started saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And they say he started hollering out for his mother that has been passed for 2 years. Maybe the angels were speaking to him or something. I'm not trying to be funny, but you know what I mean? People know when they're leaving, because they said at one point, he said that they're trying to kill him and he couldn't breathe. And then they're playing over and over again. His video said, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Boy, just to hear that right there, oh my God, this is worse than what I thought. I mean, it's already bad that they killed him. But like I said, all those guys, Tracy, I just left your chat too, girl. Hey, bless. I was just got to watch. I just got to watch it. And then I got this come across about this man. I said, let me hop on here and talk about this for a minute. Yes, indeed. Did you hear about it? Asphyxiation to the back and the neck. There were three other guys. They had their knees in his back. See, that's the part I didn't know about. And he had the knee in his neck. Now, y'all know this is wrong. I mean, this is wrong. I mean, wrong, wrong, wrong. Now, they need to be getting them, putting them in front of the fire squad. I don't even think they need a trial. But you know they're going to go through this long, drawn out trial. They don't need a trial. To me, it's opening case. It's murder. And they all need to be charged with murder one. They all need to be charged. And amongst everything else. They just need to book throw at them for this dirty stuff that they did. And they knew they was killing him. That's what they wanted to do. He saw his mother that deceased. Yes, he did. You know how when people be leaving and they start seeing things, and a lot of people, some people that pass describe it being the bed of roses, and they can start hearing their family. I even heard somebody say their family was telling them go back. They weren't ready for him yet. You know, people do say that. So he was seeing his mother, and they say he called out for his mother. And she passed 2 years ago. Oh my God. He knew he was going to be with his mom then, but he wasn't ready to go. And his mom didn't want ready to go, but he hollered out for her. He did. He hollered out for his mother. Oh my God. This is just a sad situation. It really is. So you're right. People can feel that when they pass. Just like I felt, you can feel when somebody close to you passing. Because I told y'all the story. I felt the day and the time. I was way in Louisiana when my sister passed in California. I knew when she passed because she hollered out my name. I sat straight up and hollered, huh? Asking to her. She was telling me she was leaving. So people feel things. So he felt that. He felt it. Yes, he did. Yes, he truly felt that. Let me drop the link for a minute. He really felt it. I don't want to be on here that long. I just wanted to come on and say that. And if anybody want to say something real quick, you can. Because I left Tracy. We was talking about how ZT sending some tickets to give what's his name, Rico, a free trip, which is very, very nice of him. I'm dropping a link while I'm talking. It's very nice of him. They tried him and his partner. And who's gonna be jealous? I don't know what, because we tried to do with him. He came back lying, telling me he slept with him, but that's neither here nor there. Let's finish talking about this right here. So that's the last thing I saw, and I watched Reed too. I've been watching everybody today. Hey, Reed, they were saying that you had got flagged. That's what made me come over there. I really wanted to ask you in the chat, but other subjects was going on, so I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to bring that up. So anybody want to come on here and voice about this situation real fast? Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, there's a lot going on. It's just a lot going on with that. Every day we learn something more new, and so now the outcry, I believe that it hadn't been an outcry, we wouldn't have saw all the other videos. People are constantly rioting, and they're going to keep on rioting and looting until they go arrest them other three guys. And they need to be over there in front of their house. I wish they had went to their house, because y'all know about the wife divorce and her to save her financial, so she's going to be in a financial band by when all the civil suits start too, because not only is it going to be a criminal suit, it's going to be civil suits as well. And she knows that. Then again, he may have been abusive to her for them 2 years they was married. You never know what's going on, because he's clearly a nut, because he's been doing things since way back in 2005 and 2008. He was a cricket cop, period. I don't even know why they still had that man on any police force in any town, city in the United States. Okay? I don't know why that even happened. Hey, Gwen Shanty, it don't make no sense, y'all. It just don't make no earthly sense at all. And I'm really mad about that. I'm really mad about that. This new development is starting all over from the first day we first heard about it. The global visual is proofing up. Exactly. Best because exactly. This is just crazy. Yes, it is, y'all. So I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. It just ain't no words to, explain how angry I am. I don't got to know this man, to love him and his family from afar like that. I feel their pain. I feel his people pain. And then his best friend actually had to stand there and watch his friend die. Can you imagine The guilty's going to be walking around because he couldn't do nothing. Had he got close or anybody try to stop, they're going to get shot. They didn't care about shooting people. They wouldn't even care about it if they had shot at somebody and they would have saw them standing there shooting. That's a hard thing too. That's a hard thing right there, y'all. From what I hear, his people had to stand there and watch him die. They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't pull the police officers off him or any of that and nothing because they was ready to shoot and do whatever else they wanted and needed to do. You know, these white supremacists getting on my nerve. It should be second-degree murder. It should be first, second, and third, Tracy. It should be everything. The book needs to get thrown at all of them. Okay? Yeah, they had an independent autopsy. And yeah, I just read that one. They also had the other autopsy. I just read the independent one. Yes, they had all kind of autopsies going. And that's why he died. That's exactly why he died. So now about all this contributing factors and all this kind of stuff, no. TMZ, let me see what TMZ said about it. Yeah, forget about all what they talk about now. George Floyd was dead. He was dead 4 to 5 minutes into the time that Chauvin and the other officers had him pinned, and yet Chauvin kept his knee there for another 4 minutes after the man was dead. He stayed a total 9 minutes. The man was dead in 5 minutes. He kept his knee there another 4 minutes. I guess he was trying to make sure he was dead. And then the other fools in the back with their knee in his back. Oh no, this is too much. Now I see why the anger is going around, you know, and now that's going to make them ride and loot more. They need to go to each one of them people's house. I mean, I'm not trying to cite no right. Let me take that back for you two here and think I'm inciting the right. I'm not. So let me backtrack on that a little bit, but come on now. Something needs to be done. First degree murder. You're right. First degree. He pulled up on scene, kicking ass and knee, choked him. But not just him, just because, like I said, we just now finding out that the other 3 officers with him had their knee in his back. We didn't see that part. We only seen the front of it when that officer had his knee on his neck. So it's like a total of 3 to 4 knee in him. So he died from asphyxiation with his back and his neck. His back and his neck. Which is worse? Third degree murder? Yeah, they need murder, manslaughter. Manslaughter, they just didn't want to say manslaughter. Wow, yeah, we got to stay in prayer, Teresa. You're right. We got to pray about this because I know this is making everybody angry. Now, y'all, I think the outcry is going to be worse than what it has been since this new information has came out. I really do. I think it's going to be worse now. Okay, I really do. I don't know. Prayed up. It already has. The private autopsy says the exact opposite of what the original one said. I believe this one right here, the private autopsy. I do. But according to all the news outlets, TMZ and all other things, it's true. I don't care what author. That's how he died. They did it, and they are Tracy. The cop looks like they are white supremacists. They got white supremacists out. I said this morning in my life that's going around. You know, they're the ones writing, got the spray paint, writing a graffiti all over, blaming it on the black people. It's called Antifa. Antifa is a white supremacist group. It's a lot of white supremacist group out there, and people thinking that it's the rioters, it's the looters, and it's not. It's not. But of course, they're going to say it's them tearing it up, and they're doing it on purpose. It's like when people try to start a race war, so they doing it to blame it on the blacks. Well, the white supremacists, KKK, all of them is out there just doing the most. They're doing the very, very most. Yes, they are. Welcome everybody. Yeah, smash the likes. Because looks like the haters be coming over here. They don't want to smash the likes. They don't want to do nothing, drop no dimes or nothing. And I got 93 people in here now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can even show some love as y'all want to. I can set for $1 a piece for everybody. It's not required, but it's much, 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 much appreciated. Now I'm going to drop the link again. If anybody want to come on here and comment on it. See, I'm going to be on here 30 minutes. I got about 15 more minutes if I want to wait the whole 30 minutes. Antifa isn't white supremacy. It's spelled Antichrist. So it's an Antichrist? Cocoa Puff? I thought it was a white supremacist. Is that what that is? Whatever they are, they doing the most. Whatever they are, little strong woman Chrissy on too. I'm to watch her. Whatever that is, they doing the most. But they still consider white supremacists, isn't it? Aren't they? You know what I'm saying? Antichrist. Well, all of them Antichrist, as far as I'm concerned, because they're doing demonic things. Like Lovely T said, she wasn't calling nobody demonic. She said they're doing demonic things. Okay, there's a difference. There is a big difference. So that's anti-fact. I thought the only one I heard about was actually everybody yesterday had they heard of that. Nobody was saying that, so I was glad you heard somebody heard of what I'm saying. Okay, so 31 likes. Okay, now I need some more likes. I need some more likes, but I'm not gonna be on here long anyway. Good afternoon, Johnny Cage. Yes, yeah. And somebody else can give me a count too. Hey, Beverly, because everybody think is different. Adhere to the curfew. What curfew? Because they picking off those calls. Our curfew was 10 o'clock, but since it got kind of rowdy yesterday at the third rally, the one on the freeway, I-15 out here, it got kind of rowdy. They might have posed one a little earlier. I don't know. But yeah, you need to hear, you better, because they don't tell what they might do when they catch somebody out after the curfew, which I'm not going to be going out. And I hope nobody go out. Everybody in the chat watching this, don't even go out for them to try to, do something to hurt somebody, because they're on the warpath now, more so than what they were in the beginning, because they know they need to get arrested. They're on the warpath. The ones that's against us, let me do the link again. They're on the warpath, y'all. That's what they are. But everybody else on the warpath too, like I said, it's gonna be more outcry now. Since we know we know more about what's going on. It's gonna be more. You want to jump on here real quick, or just because you said something earlier about something, I don't be knowing everything. I be trying to catch everything. Let me see what that say. What did you just say? They blocked the freeway here in Florida. Oh yeah, because they have to. So I imagine they blocked the one where they was protesting at out here too. Because the first ones out here the other day was peaceful. That's why nobody was hearing anything about Sacramento rioting and loot. It was peaceful. Now all of a sudden it just, it's like everywhere else. But but they are getting some results. Houston doesn't have one. It don't have a curfew yet. So evidently they're not really rioting, looting hard there. Because everybody else is imposing a curfew. Don't ride dirty. Don't have nothing on you. Don't have nothing on you. Hey, Simone, girl, I was just saying that the autopsy showed that the man died from asphyxiation from both his back and neck. I just found out, and I don't know if everybody knew, that while he was sitting on his neck for 4 to 5 minutes, the other officers was kneeing him in the back, and he was dead after 5 minutes. But even after he was dead, they stayed there another 4 minutes, of a total of 9 minutes. Yes, they did. Wow. Oh, so they're not doing it there in Houston. Okay. I know they're in Texas somewhere doing something. Yeah, so that's what I was just reading. That's what I came over here and read to say real fast. I was trying to see if anybody wanted to come on, because this morning we was on other stuff. Because I said we'd have watched a lot of this. I was trying to get a break. We was trying to think of something else to do. Hey, just because.
Girl,
I'm gonna drop the link again too.
It's they off the chain. They really are. It is just something else. But people've got to really be careful when it's time to get out after these. Everybody has different curfews depending on what state you're in. But they're gonna be really making sure you got insurance, your license right, and everything. So ain't no riding dirty no more.
No, it ain't. Let me ask her real quick. Taylor Rogers, that's what I was saying. I was saying it was a white supremacist group. Somebody on here was just saying it was something about Antichrist. And I was saying, oh, is that what that is? I thought it was a white supremacist group. Anti-fact, the one I was asking you about just because, but she's saying it don't have nothing to do with Antichrist, devil worship. Yeah, okay. And I was thinking white supremacist. So I don't know what it is. I just know they're out there doing the most. And people thinking that it's the rioters. They're out there dressed undercover doing the most.
I think it was a plan. I think it was a plan, honestly.
And then speaking of all Walmarts are closed, I heard on the news that they're going to eventually close the Targets, because a lot of Targets have been hit around the states. But I think the Target out here is not closed yet. Not unless they're doing it today or doing it right now. Well, I don't know. but they supposed to be closing a lot of Target because she's saying all Walmarts are closing. Oh, they haven't hit this Walmart out here either. I know that for a fact.
But think about it. Think about it. Let me turn this down. I don't know why my phone. I mean, it does that. But think about it. Okay, they just took that what it was it $2 trillion from everyone, we'll say, and then they've given it back to big businesses. And then it's awful funny how now the little businesses, they got hit the first time around. That wasn't good enough. Now they're allowing for these riots and this looting to happen. I think a lot of it is allowed. Because how do you pull out the Army National Guard once you've called them out?
I don't know. So Bomb said Google Bless is not dealt with all white supremacy. It's anti-government. Okay, I know it's something, So Bomb. And Simone, you said what that autopsy said. Now I'm gonna read this again. This is an independent autopsy. TMZ is saying this. Braden said George Floyd was dead 4 to 5 minutes. This is the independent. And to the time, Siobhan and the other officer had their pen, and the other officers had him pinned, and yes, Siobhan kept his knee there for another 4 minutes. I just said that. Okay, I'm trying to read the autopsy here. Let me finish. This is not the one I was reading at first, though. A famous forensic doctor who has been involved in the O.J. Simpson case, the Jeffrey Aston case, and many others concluded compression pressure on Floyd's death was the direct cause of death. The compression was the direct cause of death. And the compression was to his back and his neck. The medical examiner a combination of asphyxia, underlying medical conditions, including hypertension and possible drugs and alcohol. Now, that's the one you're talking about, Simone. That's one when they was trying to say was other factors. Now, this other one that came out, and the independent one is saying he died as a result of asphyxiation to his back and neck. I believe the independent one because this first one they're gonna say all kind of stuff to try to get the officers off. So that's what I'm saying. Now, what were you talking about? We're talking about the officer. What was you saying? Google it, bless. Okay, yeah, I heard you say that. But there, I said it's a anti-government thing. Okay, because I'm saying white supremacists. And somebody else said anti-Christ, but I just think as far as I'm concerned, they're all demonic because they're doing a bunch of stuff that don't make no sense.
I just think I don't know. A lot of it seems to be more of a plan than it is anything else. Because I don't want to go political. That's why I'm
not going political. I'm talking about this autopsy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the autopsy. That's political too. That's political because how can you sit there? How can that man come and say he was going to do this swift investigation, and then he comes back and says that the autopsy shows that there was no strangulation, no asphyxiation, but then the independent autopsy comes back and says the difference. See, this is the whole reason why everybody's out here rioting because they just tried to cover up the fact what we already saw that was obvious.
They was trying to say it's a combination of stuff to try to get the officers off. Yeah. And this isn't a political. When I say political, I don't want to go that way like politics, like I was going the other day. That's what I mean. I want to stay on the subject I'm talking about. This autopsy and how all these men killed all these police officers killed this man.
Yeah.
So when I say political, I don't want to talk about politics, Trump, nobody, none of that, because I'm just not into politics or religion right now. Maybe one day I'll come over here and have a live like that. Right now, I'll just talk about the different views we're seeing. I didn't know with 3 police officers on his back like that, and that's what I'm basically saying. And
there was one on his legs, one on his back, the one on his neck, and the one standing there guard. The one that was guarding everybody, telling everybody to get back.
They had more than that one on his back. They had a couple on his back. That's what I'm trying to tell you now. I'm reading this, and somebody has showed the different angles to see that. So that's what I'm saying. Those other officers had their knee in his back, and then one had his knee on his neck.
Yeah,
and then Sosa Bonson say the autopsy is political because the medical examiner is probably friends with all the cops. Well, yeah, but then again, when I say political, I don't want to go into Trump and all them kind of people like they was doing. That's the way I'm meaning it. But
No, I
anyway,
was taking it political by saying about how the government was planning everything. That's why I was saying I wasn't trying to take it there. But yeah, as far as
no,
even the
I'm reading what
autopsy,
somebody said. I'm reading. So I put a comment up here what somebody said.
yes, ma'am. Even the autopsy is seeming to have a little bit of something,
Well, of course, because they want to make it look good, because it's court,
Hmm.
the cops. But I'm hoping they just stay on their bus and go get and arrest all of them. That's what I'm talking about. I don't
Oh
want,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just, it's just dumbfounded, girl. It's just in the
Well, I'm
word.
glad you did jump out there and touch on that part because they're really not really saying they don't want to put that part out there. The fact that there was the two different autopsies, they're not gonna push the second one out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they did the first one, they wanted to hurry up and make it seem like, oh, we did it swiftly and it wasn't due to that, it was due to these other reasons.
Well, 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 I get what you're saying, Simone. I mean it in the way like the other day. When Kira just came and changed, started talking about the world order and all this kind of stuff. That's what I'm meaning when I say I don't want to go political. I don't want to go all over that. All of that is what I'm really saying. I don't want to do
I
that.
just didn't understand the part about how they threw this little pandemic out here at us. And then it was supposed to be, consuming everybody's thoughts and mind. And then next thing you know, here this guy does this out in the open. And that starts a whole separate little something. You know what I'm saying? Because they hit the businesses all the way around and the big business got paid back already. So then they're getting ready to get double paid with this little insurance because, they were insured. But unless you have the smaller ones that had the policy that has that exclusion that will not cover riots, then
So
some
you're right.
people are
So
not going to
Bob
get their
said she
money
wasn't
back.
trying to take it there either. I know you were just making a statement. Let me see
Yes,
what my star said. I'm trying to. The way he died was deliberate. Yes,
it was
yes, it was
very
deliberate.
deliberate.
They stayed there to make sure he was dead. Yes, they did.
Oh
9 minutes,
yeah.
he was passed after 5 minutes. And then Simone, she said, we all know she does too much.
When
She
they
talked about,
came over and
listen,
checked his pulse
I
and
don't know.
then walked away and still allowed him to be on his neck after they checked his pulse and then they allowed
Oh,
him to pull him and turn him over
oh,
onto
oh, no,
that
no, baby.
little carrying plate. Nah.
No, just because, listen, what I was trying to say, they stayed on him a total 9 minutes. The autopsy showed that he was dead after 5 minutes of them doing that. But they stayed there extra 4 minutes. They didn't put him through no pulse and then get back on there. No, they didn't do that, baby.
That's true.
But I'm laughing at what Simone say. When I say political, I don't want to go way out of the real order, like they was doing the other day,
Yeah.
But Kira, if you watching, baby, I don't be no hard, but I'm just telling y'all, I don't feel
I
like
know
doing
what
all.
you're saying.
I don't want to do all that like that. That's the way I'm meaning it. Because she go to the
Okay.
left. So I was kind of getting it because
That is
because
coming
of the
up.
way Simone just said, well, we all know she do that. Okay. Ain't nobody need a medical degree to know how he died. That's true, Coco.
Exactly.
That's true. But listen, y'all, it's almost my 30 minutes. It's 20, it's 20 after. And somebody decided they want to say something. I'll stay on a little longer, drop niggas now. I'm gonna get off because I planned 30 minutes. It looked like if
Okay.
anyone would have tried to help him, the cop would have put more. But no, not only that, so bomb, his friend, anybody couldn't do nothing. They couldn't even go near them to try to help him to get them off him because they were gonna shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was telling everybody
He
stay
definitely
back. They
pulled
was
his
gonna shoot
taser
him.
out.
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine how his friend walking around the guilt and the hurt that he couldn't do anything, watching his friend die? And then Simone said
Exactly.
what I said. They was beating him up in the back of the police car before they made him get out. And that's what I said. When I saw Kay
The
Summer,
guy that was on
Kay
his
Summer
neck, though,
picture,
Bless,
when I saw
the
Kay
guy
Summer's
that was
picture,
on his neck, what I'm trying to say, when he came on
let me finish getting
scene,
this out. Let me finish getting this out because I'm trying to answer this person too before you. When I saw K something the thing or K something thing, and I saw him in the car, I questioned that. I think was this morning. I asked somebody, was he in the car first? And they put him out and started beating him. I did ask that question. It was someone who was that just said that to me. Let me see about the car
they
situation.
have a video out that shows when the car
Yeah,
pulls
that's
up,
what Simone
when the
said. Yeah.
second car pulls up, it was the guy that put his knee on his neck, and he was the one that escorted him back across the street. So
I don't
when
know
he
about that
came
part.
up,
I don't know about that part. All I seen was the videos.
I know that's what I'm saying. They're putting out different versions and different angles of what happened.
I don't know. I was just questioning that when I saw him in the car. And I was questioning, they pulled him out the car just to beat him, is what I'm saying. Simone even said they was beating him up in the back of the police car before they made him get out. See, that's what I'm saying. He was in the car first and they took him out and to start beating him. Those are the pictures I saw. I don't know about nobody across the street. I
You're
don't know
gonna
about
see
that.
more. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna see more.
Oh, okay, Colonel Mulder,
There's
you
other
more
angles.
personality. I don't know who that is or what he talking about. Coco, right? We all could be medical examiner at this point. Yeah, that's true. So basically, what I'm saying, judged by the picture, but like I said, we didn't see that angle of the other police officers on this
Right,
guy.
Taylor.
When that man went completely silent and still, he stayed on his neck for another. That's yeah, Taylor. They say he stayed on there another 4 minutes. He was passed
Yep,
after
sure
5 minutes.
did.
Autopsy just proved that he had already passed. That's what I said. But anyway, y'all, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna hop off of here, Coco. Right with. Let me see. Let me finish reading these. Man went completely silent still. Yeah, that's what they did. That's is what they're saying in these reports. The man was dead. It gets more upsetting. Very upsetting, Sosa Bomb. Very upset. I said I really ain't got no words for it. It's very upset. I don't even know the man. I don't got to know him to have feelings about what went on for him and his family. I don't got to know him to be emotional like that. It's an emotional situation for anybody that get treated like he was a dog. Okay. So with that said, I'm out of here. I might come back on later on. I might come on tomorrow. I want to talk about this trip that guy was talking about. I just don't want to talk about nothing else right now since this is going on. So I'm gonna go. Thank you everybody for coming. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Wait a minute. Leave him blocked. Leave who blocked. Wait a minute. Did you just come on? I was trying to get up here and I'm starting to see these comments. Somebody got blocked. Whoever it is, stay blocked. I don't care who it is because y'all using y'all judgments. I didn't know you was on here, Lady Nika. I'm getting ready to get off now. I just want to come on and stay there. So I thought I was getting off already. Love you guys. See you later. Okay. Toodaloo, toodaloo.